I know you've had a couple of days to watch the film from Saturday. What was the overall takeaway from a defensive line standpoint?
Just to lock in on the details. It was really cool, that goal line stand. I mean, that just sets the tone for our defense. And but as far as things to take away from Saturday's game, is just lock in on the details and just keep pushing forward. We still got a lot of football left to play.
Jonah, you talk about the goal line stand, and obviously you never want to be in those positions, but what's the confidence level like when you get in those positions now with as many times as y'all have been able to do it?
So, we talk about it all the time in the D-line room, and as far as a defense, never let any of our opponents outwork us. And so on that goal line, that's, never let them outwork us. So whoever has the ball, we're going to put all 11 hats on that person and make sure they stay out of that end zone. And it's just a mentality coming from, Coach V, Coach Roof, and all of our defensive coaches, that they put on us every day, that strain. And, that's just shows the work we put in every day.
Does that feel like an opportunity almost when you get backed up like that? I mean, Kanai gives up that 48, 49-yard pass and gets him down to the 2 or 3 yard line. Mm-hmm. Everybody runs to the goal line like, okay, here we go.
It's almost like we like to send out that package almost. We don't like to send it, but we excited about it. Like, okay, we're about to stop these guys. Like, they're not getting that first down. They're not getting in the end zone. So, that's kind of the mentality. You don't want to be in that situation. When that situation comes, we welcome it with open arms. Like, we're ready to take it on.
And then what's it like building from first to second to third and then finally to fourth down, just with repetitive stops like that?
I just think, especially from the first time we had that package introduced, as every time we send it out and we stop them, it's just like a snowball effect. It just keeps rolling, and everybody's just getting more pumped up, and just ready for the next play to stop them. And you can see after every time we stop them, everybody's together celebrating, happy, because we know we're not about to let them score.
How much is the depth at the defensive line specifically showing up in moments like that, in terms of rotating guys in and out, keeping guys fresh? Is that having an impact too?
Yeah, we always as a D-line, we rotate a lot as far as interior and on the outside. We like to keep guys fresh, especially with the stunts and movements that we have going on, and that package, of course, making sure everybody knows exactly where they're at, who they're backing up, and what they're doing, their assignment on whatever formation we get. So it's just the players locking in on the details every day at practice.
Just being an inside guy and being right there in the middle when there's a big mass of bodies, what's that kind of like, being at the bottom of that pile and fighting your way through that, just being right in the middle?
It's violent. Being in the pile, it's never fun. You got to watch your eyes. You might get poked or something, but nah. That doesn't usually happen. But it's just, it's just a mindset. You got to have controlled aggression. Coming out violently with your hands. It's very technical. You think about it, just two big dudes smashing each other. That's what you think, but there's a lot of technique that comes into that. That's involved with that.
You expecting a lot of family at the game?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have like 30 people.
30, wow.
Yeah.
Where are they coming from? Vegas mostly?
Yeah, Vegas. I have most of my family that actually lives in the U.S. They stay in Utah, so I'm gonna have a lot of people there.
It's like
Yeah, a lot of people. It'll be a nice little sea of red over there, a little pond of red.
Okay. Cousins, uncles, and aunts?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How do you guys keep this going? How do you play like this again on Saturday and to end the season?
It started Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Coming in at practice, locking in the details, coming up with our game plan, seeing what we like, seeing what we don't like against their stuff, and then going out on Saturday and just executing to our full potential.
Is it a mentality thing? Like, is there anything there, or is it just executing?
It's just our game plan. Everybody coming in practice with the right mindset. Doing what you're supposed to do, doing your 111th, as you say. You got 11 people on the field, and you just got to do your 111th every guy. And so, whether it's offense, defense, special teams, everybody just doing their job. And it is a mentality, because football is not easy, especially as you go later into the season. Everybody's beat up, nobody's at 100%, and so it comes down to that mindset: is how much do you really want this? Do you want to win, or do you want to just how you want to be remembered? Your legacy. It comes down to that mindset.
Thanks, Jonah.
Jonah, you mentioned that you got a lot of family in Utah. Did you
Yeah.
ever think about BYU, or I don't know?
Nah.
Did you grow up a Mormon? Or
It's funny. I did grow up Mormon. you know, it's just like a lot of Polynesian people are Mormon, but I mean, I've never thought of going to BYU growing up. I mean, you know, I kind of slowly stopped, you know, going to that church and everything, but I mean, nothing against BYU. I mean, it's a great program, great school, but it was just not for me.
Not for you. That's cool. I was just curious.
No, yeah, I have a couple friends that went there too, and I mean, they had a great experience. You know, they have a great community, you know, great fan base and everything, but it was just not for me.
I know, obviously, y'all playing a lot of 11 a.m. games here.
Yeah.
It's 10 a.m. there. I know, obviously,
I mean,
the time change is not going to be a big factor
Yeah.
for y'all, but what's that like?
I mean,
starting that early?
it'll be basically like we're playing an 11 a.m. game. I mean, it's just, you know, when we're there, it's 10 a.m. But for us, it's 11 a.m. So I mean, it won't be nothing too crazy. I mean, except, you know, waking up at 5 a.m. it always feels the same. You know, waking up at 5 a.m. it's gonna feel like waking up at 5 a.m. But I mean, it's nothing new to us. We're used to these early games, and I mean, you know, either way, football we're gonna play football whether it's 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. We're gonna go out there and play.
Trying to remember, did Phil start out there?
Phil, he went to Utah State. He played at
State.
Utah. Yeah, he started in Michigan, went to Utah State, and then came here.
He's from originally, I thought,
He's from Michigan.
Michigan.
Mhm.